Okay, so today, if you didn't read the title, I'm gonna talk about some of my dream collab albums that I want to happen. Now, how did I come up with this, or like, how did this idea come to my brain? I just got done listening to the recent collab album between Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia, "Scare the Hoes" or "Scaring the Hoes," and the reason I'm not doing a review for that yet is I need time to process what I heard. That's a lot. They gave me a lot. So I want to take a second before I review it, or even if I review it at all. But instead, I'm gonna give y'all some of my dream collab albums. You know, some people that I really want to work together and make music together. First up, it's gonna be a homer pick. It's J. Cole, and I didn't pick another artist. I know people will probably want. I know a few artists that will work well with him, but for me, I chose a producer, and I chose Hit Boy. It was between Hit Boy and The Alchemist, but I chose Hit Boy. I chose Hit Boy because Hit Boy been lacing people, and Cole needs to be one of those people. Hit Boy has helped Nas hit this resurgence with the King's Disease, and I think he could do the same with the J. Cole. J. Cole does best when he doesn't worry about production. Now, this is not me saying that J. Cole can't produce, because he can. But when it comes to his own stuff, it's better when someone is giving him stuff. So that's why I think recently he's been so good, is because he's just been focusing on rapping. So link up. I need J. Cole and Hit Boy to link up and give me some music, because I think it would be great. I think it would be good. You know, maybe it's just because I'm a huge J. Cole fan, but that excites me. This next one is Tyler, the Creator, and Frank Ocean. They never miss on collabs. They gave me Biking, amazing song with Jay-Z in it also. She, I love She. I don't relate to it, but I love She. And then 911 slash Mr. Lonely, or 911 slash Mr. Lonely, another good one. They just haven't missed. They also, they would fit. So, it makes sense. They've worked together so many times. And Tyler, the Creator, has this Kanye type ability to where he brings the best out of artists and use them in interesting ways. And Tyler's at this point in his career where he's just trying things, and he's oh so talented. So I would want to see how he would use Frank Ocean. Now, Frank Ocean doesn't need Tyler to bring the best out of him because it's Frank Ocean, but I think he would use him in a lot of different interesting ways, and I would be really excited for that. And also, I just want to hear more Frank Ocean, and I wouldn't mind hearing Tyler coming along for the ride, because Tyler's shown us he can dip into a lot of different bags. Now, this next one is probably not likely because one of these guys we may never see again, but it's Travis Scott and it's Travis Scott and Young Thug. I love this pairing. They have made some really good songs together. Out West, a good one. One of my favorite songs ever, in Maria, I'm Drunk, with Justin Bieber. Now, Travis Scott has his deadpan type delivery where it feels like his beats are bringing him alive, but he's barely alive, but he's like rapping on life support sometimes. Other times you can hear the energy in Travis Scott. And that's not a bad thing, but I think a guy like Thug will be able to bring it alive differently. Thug with the voice inflections, the vocals, the little the melodies, the flows Thug has, it will be so hearing Thug over some Travis production, I think would be amazing. I think I will feel like I just hit a psychedelic drug listening to this album or listening to these songs like I have with some of their past collaborations. I think Thug is very talented, and so is Travis. I think they will blend right in and fit together so well like they have in the past. This next one is the Toronto Boys. It's Drake and The Weeknd. I don't think my heart would be able to handle this album, but listen, they have yet to miss together, and they kind of already have a collab album. Take Care has 5 tracks. Shot for Me, Crew Love, Camera / Good Ones Go Interlude, Practice, and The Ride that features The Weeknd or has The Weeknd's vocals. And to me, it's they show they can work together. I just need The Weeknd to be more prominent, because I can imagine an album where it's you got the vocals from The Weeknd and these verses from Drake sprinkled in there where he's giving these heartfelt verses, and I will love it. I will love it. And yeah, I need that. And I think that album makes a lot of sense. I don't know how possible it is or realistic, but it does. Okay, this one is, I ain't gonna lie, it's interesting. It came to me on a whim, or just really out of nowhere. It's Lil Uzi and A Boogie with a hoodie. They've collabed before on two songs, Love Is Art and Reply, two songs I liked when they came out. I forget which album, which A Boogie album it was on. But A Boogie, I love A Boogie's flows and melodies, and I love Uzi's too. And so I think they will really work well together. I would love to hear them go back and forth, use each other's flows, use each other's melodies. I think A Boogie is actually a pretty good songwriter when he does his thing. And Uzi is a hit maker. Uzi gonna make a hit. I think these two, it will sound really good if they work together. I think it'll just be an interesting pairing that I don't think a lot of people would see coming. But when you really think about it, I feel like it makes a lot of sense for them to work together. Like, to me, it does. I would love it. Some Uzi and A Boogie would be nice. Next is another one that I don't think would happen, but will be very, very interesting. Is Janine Aiko and Future. I don't think we will be ready for the amount of toxicity this album will bring forth. Because I remember like a few days ago, or maybe a week ago, I saw a tweet saying that SZA is the female Future. And I'm like, no. If anything, SZA is the female Drake. Janine Aiko is the Future. Like, she be saying some toxic, off-the-wall stuff, but we just don't care because it sounds so good and it's coming from a woman, really. It's coming from a woman, so we just overlook it. But I think they will come together beautifully. I mean, they have collabed before on Happiness Over Everything, also known as Ho. I love that song. And like I said, Future with his, melodies and flows and his vocal things, I think they could blend right together and make like an R&B trap fusion that will have me excited. I wouldn't be able to handle it, but it would have me excited. Now, next, this is another interesting one. It's Ari Lennox and No Name. I think the amount of soul we would get from a collab like this would be amazing. Man, also, I think we just need to really understand how good of a rapper No Name is. I don't think a lot of people know that. I just recently really got into her this year, like really within the past few months, where I really went back and looked through her stuff, and No Name can rap. And she has those witty bars that you'd be like, what did she say? Oh, that was tough. And I think over a Ari Lennox soulful type backdrop would be amazing. Ari Lennox's voice is so powerful, and Ari's at the point where she's finally getting the respect she deserves. I think if they work together, we will start giving No Name the respect she deserves, because she is so underrated. I don't think people understand that. She is a better rapper than probably your favorite rapper. She's probably a better rapper than my favorite rapper, and that's saying a lot. So I need No Name and Ari Lennox yesterday. This one is for Detroit. It's 42 Doug and Babyface Ray. I love Babyface Ray. Babyface Ray has grown on me so much. I didn't really like him at first, but like he got one of my favorite songs, Ashanti. Love that song. But and 42 Doug, I like 42 Doug, but he can be a little inconsistent. And I feel like Babyface Ray isn't. And I feel like if they work together, it just minimizes the amount of room for error 42 Doug will have. And I just trust Babyface Ray. And Detroit music, when it hit, bro, it hit. Very underrated rap city. Very underrated music city when you really think about it. Then another one I got is Freddie Gibbs and Pusha T. Why? My only explanation for this is I want to hear them serenade me talking about bricks and kilos for about 30 minutes on like 10, maybe 8 tracks, and I'll be content. Like, these are two dudes that rap about the same thing over and over again and make it sound so good, luxurious, but also grimy. And I think they'll work well together. And it will also just be a funny album. Or just funny to imagine Freddie Gibbs and Pusha T working together. And I mean, there was other ones, like I think a SZA Isaiah Rashad album will sound nice. I think a J. Cole 21 Savage album would be very interesting and something that I would love to see. Maybe even like, I think that's all I could do off the top of my head. But nah, these are albums that I would really love to get from these people. I think all these people will work well together and make great music. Not many of these are honestly likely, but, a man can dream, can he? But nah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate all the recent support. And, have a good day. Like and subscribe, please. Peace.